Someone kept leaving notes on my door. The first note showed up on my door on a Tuesday night. I almost didn't notice it. I was tired, my backpack was heavy, and all I wanted to do was get inside and lie down. But right there, taped to the middle of my door, was a small piece of paper. It said, "You forgot your keys again." I froze, because I had. They were still in my bag, exactly where I always forgot them. I looked down the hallway, but it was empty. No footsteps, no voices, just the quiet hum of the lights. I laughed it off and told myself it was probably a friend trying to be funny. Maybe someone from school, maybe my cousin who lived nearby. Still, something about it felt strange. The next day, when I came back from school, there was another note. This one said, "You always leave at 7:10. That's when I stopped smiling, because I did leave at 7:10, almost every day, and I had never told anyone that. I checked the hallway again, nothing. I asked my mom if she'd seen anyone around our door. She said no. I asked my little brother if he was messing with me. He swore he wasn't. That night, I barely slept. Over the next few days, the notes kept coming. "You did better on the quiz than you think. Don't skip breakfast. You get dizzy when you do. Stop pretending you're not tired." They weren't mean. They weren't threatening. They were personal. Too personal. It felt like someone was watching my life from the outside. Not just my schedule but my feelings, my habits, my bad days. I started changing little things. I left at a different time. I took a different route home. I checked behind me more often. Nothing changed. The notes still came. I started thinking it had to be someone close. Maybe a neighbor. Maybe someone from school. There was this one guy in my building who always seemed to be in the hallway at random times. I caught myself watching him, wondering if it was him. But I never saw anyone actually leave the notes. Then one night, everything changed. I came home late from helping my mom with groceries. The hallway lights were dim, and the building was quiet. There was a new note on my door. This one was different. It said, "Lock your door tonight." My heart started racing. I stood there for a full minute, just staring at it. My hands were shaking when I unlocked the door and went inside. I double-checked the lock. Then I checked it again. That night, I couldn't sleep at all. Around 2 a.m., I heard something, a soft sound, like someone touching the door handle. I held my breath. The handle moved, just a little. Then it stopped. A few seconds later, I heard footsteps moving away. I didn't open the door. I didn't move. I just sat there in the dark, staring at it. My heart pounding so loud I thought the whole building could hear it. In the morning, my mom said someone had tried to open a few doors in the building during the night. They didn't get into any apartments, but people were shaken. That's when I realized something important. Whoever was leaving the notes wasn't trying to scare me. They were trying to protect me. That afternoon, there was another note. This one said, "I'm sorry I couldn't tell you in person." And under it, in smaller writing, "I just wanted to make sure you were okay." I stared at it for a long time. That handwriting looked familiar. Not from school, not from work, from home. That evening, I finally asked my mom if she knew anything about the notes. She went quiet. Then she sighed and said, "I was hoping you'd tell me first." It turned out, it was my older sister. She didn't live with us anymore. She moved out a year ago, after things got really busy with work. We still talked, but not as much as we used to. She sometimes came by the building late at night after her shifts, just to check on us. She noticed I always looked tired, stressed, like I was carrying too much, and not saying anything. She didn't want to embarrass me. She didn't want to make it a big conversation. So she started leaving notes, little reminders, little encouragements, little warnings when she saw something wasn't right. And the night someone was trying doors in the building, she had seen him earlier. That's why she left the warning. The last note, she thought I had already figured it out. That weekend, she came over. We sat in the living room and talked for a long time. About school, about stress, about how I'd been pretending I was fine when I wasn't. She said, "I didn't want you to feel alone, even if I couldn't be here all the time. I thought someone was watching me, but the truth was, someone was caring about me in the only way they knew how." Now, I keep all those notes in a small box in my room, not because they scared me, but because they remind me of something important. Sometimes the things that feel like a mystery are just love trying to reach us in a quiet way.